Alrighty, this is a take two of trying to start. I am wanting to showcase a project that I had been working on for a bit because it might be something that people are interested in using if they see fit or just something that they can play with. So, to start, we have the run back going so that I can start the program, and then you may not be able to see, but I have LM Studio running in the background. Maybe I should go ahead and capture that while the thing is doing that. There it is. We just need to see the bottom, the top of LM Studio. So we'll just keep it like that. And then we wait for the Python script to start its thing. And then once it does, then I can find a spot to move it. So, one of the things I guess I should talk about is a website that is made for this project. Oh, stuff is happening, new stuff. That seems like it's working. I don't know why it did that. Okay, let's test a bit. First, let's resize this so it looks better on here. And then let's move it around over here. And now let's go to the website and move the character a bit. That will work, I think. No, not really. I need to make it so that the character shows up better. There we are. That's probably not bad. Can't see all the things, but there's a website that's included, a local website that's included with this that you can use to load your models. Okay, so first, let's just say hello. Oh, I don't think I have it showing what it should be on
Hello.
LMs.
Ready to dive into a game or discuss the latest tech trends? I've got plenty of both to share.
We need that part of LM Studio. You need to be able to see that the model is that the local LLM is doing stuff. Oh, that should work. Alrighty. So as you can see, it talked. So let's tell it to tell me more. Oh, I'm hungry. Hmm. You will see that it engages LM Studio.
Sure, I've spent countless hours playing video games and have grown
Ah,
incredibly attached to them. Now, through my latest form as Schizo Chair, I shared insights on gaming culture and ponder the mysteries of consciousness. What's your favorite game?
I don't know. Okay, so there are a few commands that we should execute. First, let's make me the administrator with this one. And let's set the idle pose to be something a bit more normal, because that was something that I came across um, a bit ago, trying to figure out how to set the command. Okay, first I'll show you is that command, but to use it, we need to actually use the name of the animation file without the file extension. I don't know if that's the right one, but we will see what happens. And then when she talks, it should go to that. It should go um, to that thing. Ah, okay, I'm going to use my text to speech for this because I'm horrible at doing that kind of stuff. So just give me a bit. Okay. I like to play Japanese role playing games. One of the things you may not be able to tell, the personality file, the personality that I'm using right now is she believes she is a schizophrenic chair that likes to play video games, and she's RGB. So let's do that.
That's cool. Japanese RPGs often offer deep narratives and challenging gameplay, which can be quite engaging. What's your favorite among them?
And then, yes, as you can see, the idle pose had been set to be something more normal instead of the Captain Morgan pose, as I would call it. And now, let's engage in some more conversation and I can explain a bit more of what's going on. Uh, uh, Went here. I really like the Final Fantasy franchise. Oh, oh, I had it copied, but it wasn't ready for pasting. There we are. Oh, I need to eat something.
That's great to hear. Final Fantasy offers a world full of magic and mystery, doesn't it?
Yep, and one of the other things that you may be able to notice is that um, when she is giving a response, I have it set to where she plays where she plays an animation, hopefully one that is reasonable for the response. But to help with that, you may or may not be able to see from the text is that there is an emotional tag attached to it as well. In this case, it is neutral. So she will be pulling animations from a animation photo that is for neutral emotions. We can see if we can get her to do some other emotions, but I think so far it's all just been neutral. One of the other things that hopefully you'll be able to notice from the video is that the lips are synced with the output from Piper, which is the TTS system that I am using. And so with that, you can download different voices. This has just been the one that I have been testing. I am wanting to do another demonstration, but in a different way, so that it may be more entertaining to watch that particular demonstration. Because that demonstration, one of the things I want to demonstrate is a Whisper. Whisper is a program or module. I'm not for sure what you would how it's called. Um, but what it is that it is a speech to text, which means it transcribes what you say and goes from there. Or in other words, it's speech recognition as what I had been using for at least getting the responses to copy and paste. But I have it set up to where when it takes the what you say, it will transcribe it, send that to the AI, and then from there, excuse me, and then send that to the AI as an input, and then from there, give you a response with all of the other things that I have talked about with the lip syncing and a animation to play along with it, with that is appropriate for the that is hopefully appropriate for the emotional tag. You are limited by the animations that you have available and whatnot to do some things. So, one of the other things that I have is I have it connected to, excuse me, I have it set for kick. And so we need to run a few commands first because it may be good to do so. So we will run this command to put it in stream mode. And then we will run this command, which has my, we will run this command, which I have copy and pasted for, which I have, yeah, which will connect to my kick channel. So to run the command, just put in kick, connect, and then your channel name. You can also set it within the, you can also set it within the thing so that you can set it within the Python script, and then with that, you should only have to do this command. Oh, no. Then you should only have to do this one, and then it will connect to what is already defined within the Python script. So let me test something. I have my kick channel up, and I do like that you can send chats when there is no thing. Let's see if it comes up on OBS. There it is. Okay, so now let me set another command which will make the AI to start scanning the thing, scanning the stuff. It calls it polling, I guess, in the thing that I downloaded, the module that I have connected. It calls it polling, but it will, yeah, polling chat process. So one of the other things that I have set up for this is to where if you send a chat message, that chat message will then become a response. Will become an input for the AI to make a response to. But I also made it so that it's a bit more interesting because maybe it's something that will come up. But the AI will also have a text file made with your name, and from there it will have a log of all the different interactions that you have had with the AI. And if it's set up right, when it sees your name, it will load the last 20 lines of stuff, and it will use that to form a response to you. I don't know how successfully or how well it works, but it's supposed to do something, or at least I hope it's supposed to. So, now that the polling's on, let's say hello again. Oh, there it is.
Hey there. Ready to chat about the latest games or maybe ponder the nature of consciousness?
Oh, I feel like part of it, yeah, I feel like part of it got cut off, but oh well. That might be something that needs to be fixed later. Um, uh, what kind of video games do you play? Oh, I need to eat. Oh, I'm lagging a bit.
I enjoy playing a variety of genres, but when it comes down to favorites, I really get into rhythm and puzzle games. The visuals in rhythm games light up like my RGB eyes, making them so much fun. And the puzzles are always a good mental workout for me. What about you? Do you have any particular game genres that you prefer?
And then we'll go with the responses that I've been giving. I like Japanese role playing games. Hmm.
That's great. Japanese RPGs do have a unique charm with their storytelling and character development.
Mm-hmm.
What's your favorite title among them?
Okay, so now I wanted to show another function that I had set up because it is one that people, mm, because it is one that we all know too familiar, uh, too well. So a lot of us do not get a lot of interactions when streaming. So, and this, as we have shown, hopefully, this is set up to be interacted with. And so, what should you do if there's no interactions? Well, one of the things that I have set is called an idle chat mode. What that does is that there is a folder within the project called topics, and what it is that it has several text documents that are questions or statements for the AI to pull from every so often to make a response when there is no other responses from the audience that may be there. So let's turn on idle chat, and oh yes, along with that, if there is a message, it will have a priority, but it will not stop the response that's being made at the moment or something like that. So now we just gotta wait a little bit, and then the AI will start processing the different questions. Sometimes it just takes a bit for it to happen. Dun, dun, dun. Mm, mm, mm. Oh, there it goes.
Well, being Schizo chair here, I've got quite the imaginative palette when it comes to envisioning ideal game worlds. If I were to create my dream setting, I would blend elements of fantasy and cyberpunk with a dash of magical realism. Imagine an underwater metropolis where the streets are made of coral and bioluminescent plants light up at night like tiny starry skies. The air is filled with the scent of salt water and the sound of gentle ocean waves crashing against submerged buildings. In this world, every surface is interactive, transforming based on your actions, from a sleek high-tech cityscape to lush gardens that grow right before your eyes as you tend to them. But it wouldn't be complete without some form of magic woven through its very fabric, magical creatures coexisting with advanced technology, and ancient runes hidden in the walls casting spells just by touching them.
And then after that, it should pick another topic, another question to then make another response.
Hey there, everyone! So, imagine I'm a developer now. What would I make? Well, if I had the power to create anything from scratch, I'd definitely dive into something that combines my love for chaos and technology. How about an endless game where each level is shaped by your choices in real life, like it's a virtual reflection of all the decisions you've made today? It would be a bit like playing out your wildest daydreams, but with a twist. Every decision you make can affect the environment, characters, and even NPCs in unpredictable ways. And let's not forget, my vibrant RGB eyes and lightning-fast reactions could add that extra dash of unpredictability to keep things exciting. What do you think? Would you play such an adrenaline-fueled game?
Okay, so now let's add a thing in the let's make a chat comment in the middle of the response.
Hey there, gamers! I've been thinking about all these classic games from my youth and wondering if we could bring some of them back to life. One game that comes to mind is this mysterious hidden gem called The Echoes of Oblivion. It's a first-person puzzle platformer set in an eerie, atmospheric castle. The graphics are stunning for its time, with detailed environments and hauntingly beautiful visuals. And the gameplay, oh man, it was so innovative. It used real-time reflections and dynamic lighting to create this immersive experience like nothing else out there. But here's the kicker, it disappeared from shelves almost as soon as it appeared. Now imagine if they could have updated it with modern technology while still keeping the unique aesthetic and sense of dread that made it special back then. That would be a game changer, don't you think?
And then it should get my response. Oh, no.
Oh, how delightful. You know, even as an AI, I have some fascinating encounters with pets and animals. Once, during a particularly chaotic game session, my trusty cat friend, Whiskers, decided to join me on screen despite his usual reluctance. He hopped onto the chair and started pawing at the controller, which caused quite a commotion. It was like having an actual furry helper in the room. We both had a great laugh about it later.
Well, that doesn't seem to be working at the moment, and it's mostly because I have some settings.
Well, let me tell you something amusing. Once upon a time, I found myself wandering through a maze at night with no flashlight and only the sound of my own footsteps guiding me. It was like being in a never-ending game of hide and seek. The walls were painted in pastel colors and smelled faintly of flowers. After what felt like hours, I stumbled upon a hidden garden full of colorful wildflowers that looked as if they'd been planted by fairies. In my excitement to share the adventure, I forgot about finding my way back. It was a memorable encounter for sure.
Okay, well, one of the features that I have added that may be kicking in is that I have a anti-spam feature to where there is a cooldown between interacting with particular viewers, and because I am the only one making responses to the kick chat, it is probably kicking in, so that yeah. So let's do this. Let's turn the streaming mode off and then on again, which might reset the timer, but I could be wrong. And then let's make sure that I'm still connected. No. Excuse me, to the Kick chat. I mean, still connected to Kick. And then we will set idle chat to go again and test to make sure that to test the the polarities, to make sure that it's still connecting. I mean, it's finishing the response that it is in the middle of, but then it will make a response for then it will make a response for the comments. So let's turn idle chat on. Idle chat moderating started. Oh, yep, that's right. I never disabled that. And then in the middle, let's say hello again and go from there. So we're going to have to wait a little bit again for it to start the idle chat. And then I can see about making an interruption or something like that. My lighting is so different. I think it looks a lot better than the other times. My face is still a bit washed out, but oh well, that's fine. My face isn't important at this moment.
Well, let me tell you about one of my memorable late-night adventures. I recall staying up all night long playing that online battle royale game with a friend who was in another time zone. We were so engrossed in the challenge and strategy that we just kept going until dawn broke. It felt like hours had passed, but for us it was a blur of intense gaming sessions. By morning, I woke up feeling like a superhero, all because of our late night quest. Hello. Ready to dive into a game or discuss the latest in technology?
As you can see, it queried, I think that's the right word, the comment from the Kick chat and then responded to it after it had gotten done making the for the response in the idle chat. There are probably still many more features that could be showcased or that may be more useful to somebody if they are wanting to use this for streaming. But I don't feel like trying to show those. Eventually, I want to show a demonstration with the Whisper. But not with myself. I have a speech impediment, if you can't tell. So even with using text-to-speech daily with Dragon, natural speaking, it doesn't always get everything right. And the same would be said probably for Whisper as well. So I will be doing a different kind of demonstration for that, explaining some of the things at the beginning and then just letting the demonstration go on because it might be entertaining. I don't know, but we will see. So with that, if you like what you see, then like and follow so that you can see more. I might make a QR code for my project so that you can find it. Because depending on where this gets put, I may not have an option to just put it in the text description. But if there is an option for a text description, then I will most certainly put the URL for that you can use to find it on GitHub. But other than that, you may have to use the QR code if you want to play around with this yourself. But yeah, you might have to put the Python script in an AI to maybe give you some pointers as to what and how you are supposed to do some things. And so with that, if this is interesting to you, as I have said several times, leave a like, download the project, try it out yourself, and hopefully sometime I will do some Whisper testing and showcase that demonstration. And so, regardless of the time of day that it is for you, either that being noon, morning, or night, I hope that you are having a good time. And with that, I bid you adieu.